What's the next move for Microsoft, gold miners, ExxonMobil, and Bitcoin? If that's what you want to know, then keep on watching.
Come to Remora TC to trade like a shark and not get eaten by one. Let's school together to protect and grow our money.
We've got Microsoft here, and on 1 February, I said that the price action would likely bounce off this line of support and possibly go up to test this resistance line up here. Let's see how my prediction went. Microsoft on 5 February, you can see here the line of support, and yes, indeed, price for these 3 days bounced off this line. The question, though, is how much momentum remains for price to continue going upward. I want to highlight for you this circle that I made here. What you can see here is a depiction of bearish momentum. So even though price here is moving upward between this green candle, let me zoom in here, between this green candle and this bigger one here, you can see the highs are going upward. Okay, this is a high and this is a higher high. Whereas down here in the RSI, you can see that the momentum is waning. It's bearish. So to me, that the momentum doesn't show the likelihood that price will continue to go upward here. I think what will happen is price will come down, retest support, and we'll have to see. I'm going to make a little note here. Maybe it'll continue to fly, come down, and hit this line of support, and then we will have to see. Switching to gold miners. On 1 February, I want to note for you this trend line resistance in the red, and you can see that my prediction was downward prices, okay? So remember this green candle. Switching to 5 February, gold miners. Here's that long green candle going into resistance, and my prediction was downward prices. And sure enough, the next day and the day after that, price continued to fail. Now, a key point here is bullish divergence here. And because of that, let's talk about scenario A. Scenario A is price will break up and through this resistance line, come back down likely, use it as support, annotated here in green. It'll come up and probably hit this resistance up here and fail a little bit. But each time it fails, it will produce these higher lows. And then it will eventually break through, come back to retest, and off to the races. If it fails this attempt here and can't get past, then lower prices. It'll probably come down, break through this lower part of the gap, and continue to go down. And in doing so, maybe they'll continue to draw a bullish RSI down here. So we'll play it between the lines. Switching to ExxonMobil on 1 February, I said that price will likely go sideways and then go downward to test support here on this green line. So let's see how the prediction went. 5 February for ExxonMobil, you can see that since then price did come down, and then today it tested. Let's just show you here. It even went all the way down and wicked at the 100.58, and then you can see price was bought back up and it ended the day right there, which means this is a doji candle. It's an indecision candle. Now with that, we have to kind of see what we're dealing with. What we can see is RSI remains bullish down here. There's no change in RSI. I predict that price will continue an upward move and retest this resistance at 104. What I can also see, and I've annotated with these blue lines here, blue dashed lines, is the 200-day moving average. Okay, it's going to come down somewhere over here. So it's very possible that price will come up. It will probably even break through this resistance and hit the 200-day, because you can also notice this right here. There's a gap here. And it's not a wide gap, but it's very possible that it's also a magnet. So anywhere around here might be a resistance, either the 200 days resistance or the gap is resistance, or even this 104.71 as resistance. And we'll just play it up to there to see if it has enough momentum to continue further upward. But for now, this is a heavy resistance zone. Prices will go up to here, and we'll see. Switching to Bitcoin, 1 February, I said that this trend line resistance is likely going to be really hard for Bitcoin to bust through, and that prices would continue lower due to all of this divergence down here. So let's see. Sure enough, this trend line resistance was intact. Price is flagging. The overall momentum hasn't changed. The prediction remains unchanged. Lower prices for Bitcoin. Remember, my content is for educational purposes only. It's not investment advice. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and when you subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of new uploads. As always, thanks for watching.